CEO Club's network is a highly successful concept, plays host to almost 300 corporations in the United Arab Emirates and many more globally. The brainchild of Dr. Tariq Ahmed Nizami, the CEO Club's network isn't something new. The idea came to him while still at university in the United States.
When I started this concept, I've been living in US for more than 32 years, and the concept started going into my college life, involving into international student associations and involving activities. So the thought came in that how I can start this thing and what I do after the college life, how to be interacted, how to be connected for the business part of it. So it was, the stream was started more than around 30 years ago back in US in Los Angeles. And when it was started, it was mostly focus was into the US market. US market, we've been there for a long time. It was in different cities, and the concept was it's just a platform for CEOs and high executives, how they can take advantage of networking, because the networking is one word, but the thing is, it gives a very strong message. So when it was in US very successful and everything, then we kind of went outside of US in 2001, and we went to China first, and then a few other countries.
But what made you think that a CEO Networks Club would actually work in the UAE?
I came in 2005 into Dubai, and all this real estate excitement of Dubai and everything brought, just like everybody else, that attracted me, because my background is real estate development in California. So I came here, and then doing other businesses, and then I thought, why not, we never had a chapter in Middle East or Arabic, so Arab world, and where the boom was there, the excitement was there, Dubai was on the front line, everybody was talking about it. So then we opened a chapter in 2006, February.
Well, what is it that business people see in the CEO's Networking Club that they don't see in other networking clubs around Dubai?
See, CEOs, the normally club is, where they can go and meet people there like minds. Not only meeting, making those business card exchange into the transactions. So our focus as CEO Club always has been that how to make those business card exchange into transaction and how we can provide a support to them.
In a vibrant place like Dubai, you see quite a lot of networking organizations. What benefits does the CEO Networks Club have that other organizations don't?
We only take chairmen, CEOs, and high executive as our member. And when they join our club, we take an organization as our club, not as an individual CEO. So the whole organization take a benefit. So it's not a CEO of Mr. A we giving a membership, we giving to the ABC organization, and which gives more platform for our companies to take a full advantage from us.
Now, Dr. Tariq, the club isn't simply a club for people to belong and come and socialize. There's a lot more business impetus, isn't there, in what you're trying to do?
Yes. We physically set up meetings with our members to locally and internationally. So our support program and support is much more than having get-togethers and meeting our members. We always very close to our members because our members belong to all industries. Okay. See, what we have an edge, there are other organizations, definitely. I mean, they're doing good job in their own areas. But we believe that, we're doing better than them. Why are we doing better than them? Our organization is not only by invitation only in membership, so that means that we have elite members in our things. We have certain requirements that they have to qualify to be a part of us. Once they are part of us, then we not only do our special member gathering, we do very personalized service to our member. Let's say somebody belongs to hospitality industry, somebody belongs for aviation industry. We know what are the needs of those aviation industry or different industry members. We connect them. We set up their B2B meetings. We provide them full legal services. We provide them full consultancy for any joint venture, any partnership, or any type of relationship, which other organizations, I think, do not provide this. They just like to give a platform. But we are a very strong platform, and I give a perfect example why CEO Club is different than the other organizations. Let's say in this room we have 100 people, but you can do only business with 20, and you don't know which 20. we as a CEO Club can identify you. So you don't waste your time to the other 80 people in the room.
Business people come to Dubai to do business. There's no question about that. But what sort of affiliations does your club have with international clubs?
Now we have close to almost 15,000 members in more than 18 countries, and now we're expanding. So when you expand, when you have a new member from, let's say, from Asia, he wants to interact with the West, let's say, US CEOs or China CEO, is a very different bridge in between. If you can, anybody can start that relationship, but CEO Club family relationship, and the business-wise, when we connect those people, there is an extra weight there from both sides. So that always help. That always help to making into the transactions faster, make it the trust and the confidence between the parties. And that's how I think CEO Club had grown a lot in last decade, getting the trust of that from our members. And even the growth of our membership happened in last decade mostly.
If you look at the CEO clubs or the original club idea that you had back in the United States, you have a very narrow market there. Do you see that the CEO Clubs network in the UAE performs better than the US version?
Yes, you are right. I think the US market was very not even narrow, it's just confined to the city. And now when we move into Dubai, which is, I consider, I know how networking does in all the world, I think Dubai is the hub of the networking. Because why? Because there are more than 150 plus nationalities live here, and they all come here to do business.
Well, you're dealing with all sorts of organizations, but how much support do you get from the government here?
I'm very thankful to all the government authorities and the departments. They have given us full support from day one, from 2006. I am one of the, I think, only chapter that when I launched in 2006, the Director General of Dubai Chamber of Commerce personally launched my club in 2006, and I'm very thankful for Dubai Chamber of Commerce, Sharjah Chamber of Commerce, Abu Dhabi Chamber of Commerce, all the Chamber of Commerces, all the Emirates here have been great support to us. And I'm very thankful to the royal family of the Dubai. They're giving us full support, and we are the only private club is patroned by the royal family of Dubai.
In the United States, particularly in some of the cities, there must be some limitations to how CEOs and other business people can interact. So is there a fundamental difference between those clubs and the CEO Networks Club here in Dubai?
Definitely, because internationally affiliation is the only way that I think in a place like Dubai, that's how they do business. I think everybody, if you talk about, they like to do business internationally. So we have a lot of support from our own chapters where we have presence. Where we have not only presence, we have our great support from diplomat community of this country in UAE. We are the only private club that I have more than 29 ambassadors and consul general of different countries in our board here. So we are running very professionally under the guidance of all different boards. We have board of governors with the key people. We have a advisory board member, executive board member for our members. We have committees. We have more than 14 committees in different industries: finance, trading, hospitality, aviation industry. So all our members play a key role that how and what need to be done, because CEO Club have another focus that we like our members to get business for tomorrow, not for today. And that's why we want to help them.
Well, being a CEO and being the head of a company, there's an association with branding of corporations, branding of a company. So is that something that the CEO Networks Club likes to focus on, the brand?
We have brought millions of dollars of investment. The Gulf News reported us, about I think 2009, that through CEO Club more than $300 million business has been come into this UAE. And I think if I give us some figure, that we have brought, I think, more than $500 million business into this country until now.
Well, Dr. Tariq, what's the future of CEO Clubs Network here in Dubai?
I have stayed back here, still have businesses in US and China and here, that I spend most of the time in UAE because that gives me a good connection, not only to the local Emiratis, it's to give the international world business people. Either they're living here, they're doing business here, or they're coming here and taking advantage of those things, So it was, you can say that since we've been in UAE for last 7-8 years, that we had grown double our growth internationally because of Dubai presence. We call ourselves a $1 trillion club. And what is how people say why $1 trillion club? $1 trillion means that we have more than around 15,000 members. We have taken their wealth of all our 15,000 members, which includes a lot of major companies here in UAE and Middle East and Europe and USA and China. From China, like China Construction Bank is our member, in Dubai, all the major real estate developers and everybody. And in US, we have a major companies our member, LinkedIn is our member, so we took the total wealth of all those and becomes more than $1 trillion. So we say that our members' worth is $1 trillion. So we call ourselves a $1 trillion club.